Bye bye. Beautiful view of the Zambezi River. You basically pass the border without actually showing your face.
G'day and welcome back everybody. In this episode we end up in a Namibian hospital. Let's find out why.
Well, good morning. It's time to leave this place again. Definitely the smallest room I ever had until now. It's good to leave because tonight I'm gonna go to this boathouse, which Janine recommended me, so I'm very excited about that. It is in Katima Mulilo, which is basically near the border again. So I have to drive 3.5 hours, more or less, back again down the strip. It's gonna be a one straight road. This time I downloaded some YouTube music, which I found. So I finally have something to listen to, except my own thoughts. And first I'm gonna go back to my friend of yesterday, of the San people, to bring him to the hospital. So just checked out of the divundu guest house. Now I'm gonna pick up my new friend and see if I can help him with a ride to the hospital. Well, there we are again at the Khwe Living Museum, and let's see if he is ready.
So let me give you a quick explanation. So I met these people in the previous video in the Living Museum. The guy told me that his 6-month-old baby was ill. For them, going to the hospital is literally a day's walk, while for me it was just a 20-minute drive. So I told him, if you want I can pick you up tomorrow and we can go all to the hospital together.
COVID clinic. Alright. Testing center. So yeah, we just arrived. Actually, there are 4 people with us. Because I think his wife also joined us. Obviously with the baby. And some other random guy also joined us. Because he also needs the ride, so okay, sure. No problem. It's they said that they have a very difficult life. Yeah, it's the least you can do, of course. So let's see, I don't know how much time it takes, but let's have a look. So it's very interesting here because they also give you a thermometer and you have to measure your own temperature here, apparently. So they just put them under their armpits. Very interesting. It's very different, of course, obviously, from what I've ever seen. But yeah, gives you a real good perspective how life is around here in the reality. Oh wow, the girl is being brought in, she's unconscious I think. That's pretty bad. Oh my god. My bad. That's like he also told me in the car that the life is very hard in the village because they are depending on the tourists, but if they don't have anything, they don't have any food or whatever, and they even, they go nights hungry, for example. So it's just hard to imagine. Well, let's hope it will all be figured out. And they have their appointment now. It costs like 10 Namibian dollars, which is, right, so that's like 50 cents or something, 50 euro cents. But they don't even have that, imagine. Yeah, they're inside now waiting for their treatment. It's a very strange reality to see that like that. They really make it pretty nice. So they have like like plants and stuff and administration black. And you have big baobabs over here. And they have a huge bedrock over here that they're cleaning. But the inside is very empty, as you can imagine. Well, I think we're finished. The baby just needs another checkup. He needs to take medicine that they still have at home apparently. So that is good news. The other guy, I think he has to come back for another check because the line is too long. But okay, at least they got checked out and nothing serious, I think. But yeah, now let's get back and well, I have to drop them off. And so right now we're doing some groceries. Here we have some groceries for the village, and also taking something for myself further on the road. And then, well, at least they have something for the near future. That is good. That was a pretty full cart, as you can see, but yeah, this will definitely help them for a long time, probably. Some cakes. And you have also cakes, Swiss rolls. Some kind of interesting fat cake built with fish or something. This is chicken, stuff like that. Very interesting snacks over here. So let's get back to their camp, and then I'm gonna head on to the hotel. Bye bye. Well, dropped off some things at their village and at the other village.
So instead of showing you poverty-striven, begging people, I wanted to let them keep a little bit of their dignity by giving him the opportunity to just promote his business. So here he is promoting his business and telling you why you should come and visit.
Please visit us people and come on see what we are doing in Khwe Museum. So we are doing different things and we are learning something very much different things which we are learning. So okay. We want to learn with the different people. If you want to know our knowledge, please come to us and learn something which we are talking and what we are doing to our Khwe schools. So this is our things which we are doing here. It's a normal things what's happening in the past years, 200 years ago. So what we are still continue and to remember the children to learn something what we are doing in the Khwe Museum. So this is very important what we are doing, because what we want the children to know what the elders, how they were living in the past years.
So if you come here, you will support the local people here. That's the most important thing. So just visit and leave something behind for those kind people, and you will have a great time. Definitely. Well, I just left the settlement basically, and yeah, it's a bit, difficult to film that. Because on the other hand, you know, you want to show the reality of the situation, of what they live in and stuff like that. But also you don't want to exploit them just for the video. So just put the camera in their face or something the whole time. So I didn't really show them that much for that purpose, because it's still, you know, their privacy. But I wanted to at least see, you know, what situation they live in and what the reality is for most of those people, without actually exploiting them by showing their face and sort of almost like shaming them for being poor, because that's obviously completely not the case. This is just unfortunately their reality, and it's just yeah, it's crazy to think about that they have to live like that. He said that they can live with that food for the whole village for like 3 weeks or something. So oh, I hope that's the case. So there's many people, right? So there's multiple people. Maybe I think it's like 10 people or something. That is actually quite a lot. So this. Wow, it's like a food delivery or something, like how do you call it, like food handouts or something. The whole village just comes to that truck. My God, what a life if you have to, you know, you need to live from that. And here, just from that contrast, right? Here we have a camper van with a speedboat. So obviously a traveler, right? Like just like me. But it's just the insanity of that. It's just like on the one side of the road you have people that are hungry, that don't have any food, that have to wait for trucks like that to give them bags of just very simple things, probably like I think just like flour or something, and they make like a papa from it, like pop porridge kind of stuff, and that's what they have to survive on. You see that all along this road, like people walking with water. Here they are carrying water over here. Here to the other ones. And that's what they have to do. That's the only option. Oh, quit petrol break over here. Let's see. Price is 20 per liter. So here they actually have to first open up the petrol pump by this little thing over here. Interesting. So yeah, this happens quite often. Cows on the road and a guy chasing him. Okay. Yeah, no. Just throw a stick at the cow, because why not? Makes sense. Okay, well, we made it back in Katima Mulilo, and it is at the moment 4 o'clock, and so normally it is like 3.5 hours driving from divundu, but I did it in 2.5. Basically one whole hour because of my German driving. But yeah, you know, the roads are good and nobody checks you anyway. I even passed police on the highway with 160 or something, and they didn't do anything. So I got 1 hour extra basically for my day, so I'm happy. Now I just have to find this riverside thing. It's a boathouse thing, and then I'm done with my drive for today. Caprivi Houseboat Safari Lodge. Right. Interesting location, obviously. Okay. Gate closed due to dogs. Please close the gate. Very interesting location, this. My god. Reception. Okay. Let's go first to the reception. Hey. Hello. Oh. Made a new friend already. Reception. Right. Huh. What a place. Looks really like a jungle over here. Crikey. Yeah, the toilet's pretty nice. Reception. This is the river. And there we have Zambia. Okay.
Whereby there are twin beds. There are single twin beds in each room.
Okay.
And then this is our tent room.
Yeah.
Also, it has got single twin beds.
Oh yeah.
This is our restrooms for the campers.
Okay.
And then there's hot and cold water in there.
Yeah.
And then this one is tent 3.
So as you can see, I made it to the Caprivi Boathouse Lodge, and it's a very interesting place for sure. It really feels like you're in the mangroves. And you can see the water is quite high. She told me that the trees normally are not underwater. And this is my neighbor, and this is my own hut. And you can open these things, and then you can, well, look outside, right? With those chairs over here. Here we have the big bed with a, oh, is it spider also? That's a big spider. Oh. Yeah, you see that spider? Yep, okay. So, mosquito net, you have to put that down before 5 o'clock. Before the, you know, they get under it, basically. And there's another spider over there. Okay. This is a spider place, definitely. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, we got bug spray and things. We have a ventilator. We have sockets, power sockets. We have fresh water on both sides of the bed. This is a bottle of purified water. Very nice. Very well done. And here we have the shower location. And yeah, look at that. Nice shower head. 2 options. We have the sink, obviously. We have the mirror, purified water again. We have soaps and body washes, towels, the toilet. And it's all open. Everything is open. It's all open. So yeah, it's a very interesting little house just for this one night. Oh, that's also a pretty big spider actually. Look at that. Another spider. So here we have the boats to go on boat tours. So this is the Zambezi River. It's very big. It's very big. That is Zambia. And here we have sitting area. Very nice. With the flag of Africa compass. Here we have again a glass bottle lizard. Very well done. And here we have the patio where you can sit and read books if you want. This is a hippopotamus skull. And this is a self-serving honesty bar. So you have to basically write down here your name and the room number and what you took from here. And then the next morning you will pay for it. So yeah, water, sodas, cold things. Yeah, interesting. Here's a crocodile skull or head. And here we have the beautiful view of the Zambezi River. Look at that. I mean, that's quite something. And apparently hippos and crocodiles don't often come to this particular side, but obviously they swim around here anyway. And here we have the house cat. Hello. Hello. This is the braai area. And yeah, I'm the only one here, I think. So that is, you know, interesting. Here the beautiful artwork on the wall. Very nice, very nice. And here we have the map of the caprivistrip. So I just came from that way, from the left. Right, that's just Angola. This is Botswana. And I came from the left. I went to Congola. And then up to Katima Mulilo. And then tomorrow I will go down to Ngoma to go then to Kasane. So yeah, that is the plan and that is the idea. Well, welcome in the jungle. It's yeah, you just don't come out of here because the whole thing is basically full of bugs. Because of course they come to the light. Well, good morning from the Caprivi Lodge. It was an interesting night last night. A lot of sounds and noises of, well, mostly insects. And yeah, this thing was really a lifesaver. You really need that because they are everywhere, insects, and there's also this giant beetle flying around and then like hitting the side of the tent, falling on the mosquito net, walking around and stuff. Yeah, but definitely a very interesting experience. You really feel like you're in the jungle for a bit, and yeah, you wake up with this amazing view. It's very peaceful, that's for sure. But yeah, if you don't like insects and stuff, then it's maybe not the place for you, because yes, at night you have a lot of insects. But apart from that, it's I mean, look at that. You have the sunrise. It's 7 a.m. at the moment, and we have the whole quiet Zambezi River over here. It's beautiful. So yeah, I have to go soon because I have to drop off the car at Kasane airport again at 10 o'clock, and it's an hour and a half driving plus the borders and stuff. So I have to definitely be driving at 8 o'clock already, and then I will have a transfer to Zimbabwe, to Victoria Falls. That's gonna be my 38th country. Yes. I have to get going. Oh, we have a little frog over here. Look at that. Little froggy. Look at that. Well, nice. I'm not gonna touch it because you never know. You know, some of them are poisonous and some of them aren't. But it's a funny fella. So actually very interesting, just before I left, the owner of the Caprivistrip houseboat lodge thing, he was sitting outside, and he was, well, a white person. So I assumed that he was maybe an Afrikaner. He knew also Janine and Guts, the owners of Pangolin. And yeah, so we had a little bit of a conversation, and turned out that he is of German descent. So he's like one of those people, you know, I always wondered how many there are still from, you know, German descent in Namibia, for example, and because it was a very short colony, right? And the colonial period from Germany was relatively short, just a couple of decades basically. But still they left their mark. There is still a community of Germans, mostly of course in the capital Windhoek and some other places like Swakopmund and Grootfontein and whatever. But to be also here, like, this is a very, you know, very far away point from the main Namibia, sort of. It's obviously a very strange part of Namibia. So I was not expecting to find German sort of colonists, you know, ex-colonists or something in this part of Namibia. But yes, he is one of those. So he said that his great-great-grandparents, like 4 times grandmother, 3 times grandfather or something, they came here just before the First World War, and his mother was in one of those concentration camps during the Boer War or something. During the Second World War, I think he said, because of the Germans that were all put in camps. So yeah, it was very interesting, and yeah, it's kind of like finding a little bit of a unicorn in this case, because it's to find colonies that didn't actually last for that long, or even that lasted for a very long time. Many, you know, white colonists after the independence of those countries, they kind of returned back to their countries of origin, but not everybody. So it's very interesting to meet people like that. So here we are at the the Namibian side first, of course, and then we go back to the Botswanian side. back in no man's land, in between Botswana and Namibia, which is this the Chobe River again. Look at that, the mighty Chobe. It's much better over here. Wow, looks nice in the sun. Well, just made it across the border of Botswana. Now I'm entering the national park again over here, because that is the only way to get to Kasane, is to go straight for the park. Maybe we still see some animals, who knows. Well, it happened for the first time that I see an elephant crossing in front of me. It's actually far away, but it went in here somewhere. Well, made it back to Kasane. I still have time to spare, luckily. I drove, of course, a bit faster. And then I have to fill up the car at the petrol station and then go to the airport. Turning the car and then waiting for my transfer. So right now we are in the van, the transfer van, and I'm driving because that's what I wanted. He didn't actually know that I was supposed to drive, so it was a bit of a surprise for him. But it's no problem. He's okay with it. So yeah, now we are on our way to the border crossing. So now we're going out of Botswana again. So now we are at the Zimbabwean border. This is all the trucks behind me. All the trucks that have to go to Zimbabwe. Now I have to do the corona test, well, to show my corona vaccination. It's the first time again that I have to show this. But yeah, so here we have the vaccination, and that's the immigration. Okay, very interesting, because the line is pretty long. The driver, he gave this guy my passport with some dollars and just to jump the queue. It's Zimbabwe, people. Zimbabwe. Let's see if it works or not. It's an interesting way of doing things. Obviously, if this guy wasn't connected to the Pangolin Hotel, I would have been a bit worried. But I know him, basically, more or less. So I don't expect anything weird. But if this happens just out of the blue and you just have a taxi or random driver, I will definitely frown a bit about this and probably not give my passport so quickly. But luckily I have a second passport, so I can always use my Australian one as backup if I lose this one. But if this actually works, then it will be, you know, you basically pass the border without actually showing your face, which is also kind of interesting. First for everything, right?
I know that all those border crossings can look quite confusing, so let's have a look from above. I went from Katima Mulilo to Kasane, Botswana. From there we took a bus to Zimbabwe, which is going to be the next episode, so stay tuned. And in the next episode we will see where we end up, and here is a little hint for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.